Hold on a second. I gotta eat a biscuit. Learning to code can be stressful and hard, and that's why I was proud to write the book, Breaking the Code, that gives you those 5 essential steps to landing that first software job. Pick up your copy today at Amazon or any other major outlet. As you may or may not know, Coder Foundry is located in Kernersville, North Carolina. We refer to it as the tech capital of the world. We are located in the southern part of the United States, or simply known as the South. Now, the South is known for some good things and some not so good things. Of course, we are known for 2 primary things, which is hospitality and buttermilk biscuits. Now, we love our biscuits here. Biscuits are made in every diner that you come across. We have entire food chains that are dedicated to the art of making biscuits. Now, biscuits can be served in a variety of ways. We make ham biscuits, sausage biscuits. We make biscuits with bacon, egg, and cheese, and we make chicken biscuits. In fact, if you're within 100 or 200 miles of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, I advise you to drive to Cranky's Coffee. Not only do they roast and grind their own beans, but they make a chicken biscuit with Texas Pete and honey. And I'm telling you right now, it's worth every mile that you could drive just to taste it. So you may be asking yourself, what does biscuits have to do with a coding channel? After all, we're not a cooking channel. We talk about coding. Well, let me talk to you about Mary Haglin. Now, Mary Haglin owned and operated Mary's Gourmet Diner, and people would drive for miles to come to eat her biscuits, but stayed for the other food and the quirky atmosphere. Unfortunately, Mary's closed due to COVID, but on the rare occasion, Mary would hold a cooking class to show people how she made her world-class Southern buttermilk biscuits. Now, my wife had the honor to take one of these classes, and the class was complete. It showed all the secrets and all the ingredients to her buttermilk biscuits. And guess what? Her biscuits consisted of 2 things: buttermilk and flour. That's it. Now, she had a special buttermilk and a special flour she used, but that's it. She told the class this very simple thing about making world-class buttermilk biscuits. It's not in the ingredients. It's in the combination of the kneading and the way you combine the ingredients together to make a sticky dough. In other words, she said you had to lock yourself in the kitchen and kick your kids to the backyard, and you make biscuits until you can make biscuits. So the ingredients aren't special. It's all how you combine or knead them together to make a biscuit. And that's the same thing about coding. Coding isn't a special technique that you can learn from a tutorial. The art of coding is in the practice. Hey, if you're liking this video, please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the little bell to get notified of all of our future great content. When you're learning to code, you look around for some courses and it'll say, learn C# in 4 hours. Now, while the course may be 4 hours long, it cannot make you a C# developer in 4 hours. Does that mean the course is bad? No, of course not. It just means that learning to code takes a lot more time than 4 hours. You need to lock yourself in a room and be prepared to spend a lot of time in study and practice. It's just like biscuit making. You have to spend time building websites if you want to be able to make websites professionally. At our bootcamp, we spend 700 hours over a 12-week period teaching people how to code. How do we do that? We spend 8 to 9 hours per day, every day over that 12-week period. And we think that's the amount of time it takes for you to be proficient enough to get an actual developer job writing software. And so what I think you need to think about is blocks of time that you can spend learning to code. Now, you can't do this in 1 hour per day. I think you need to spend blocks of time, maybe on the weekends or at night, learning to code and put all of these hours together to reach that 700-hour goal. Now, there's 3 ways that you can learn how to code. You can go the self-study route. You can take tutorials, but think about this. It's probably going to take you 9 to 12 months of self-study to reach at least that 700-hour goal of practice and study. You can also go the bootcamp route. The bootcamp, we compress that time frame in 12 weeks because we spend 8 to 9 hours per day, and that is completely immersive and completely full time. Now, one thing about the bootcamp, we also have teachers and coaches and mentors as well that you don't get when you're self-studying. Now, the third way is you can go to college or university, and whether depending on the route you take, you can expect to spend 2 to 4 years studying to reach that goal of becoming a software developer. Whatever route you take to learn, whether that be a college, a self-study route, or a bootcamp like Foundry, I want you to think about this. Whatever you learn in those classes, you need to take those tutorials and build your own custom projects. Because just like making biscuits, even though you took Mary's world-class Southern biscuit tutorial, you can't just take that and make biscuits the next day. You have to go in your kitchen, lock yourself away, and be prepared to bake a lot and burn a lot of biscuits. And that means you need to build a lot of websites, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But the end product, you need to make a world-class business project. What do I mean by world-class? That means it must solve a business problem. It must implement a database, implement security, and also look and function really great. In other words, that biscuit's got to taste good. And just like that biscuit needs to taste good, your project needs to be great. Now, what I just told you isn't popular among people. Most people and most internet or YouTubers probably will tell you that, hey, it's easy to learn how to code, and you need to just take my weekend tutorial and you too can be a coder. Now, why do I give you this real story that sounds a little bit depressing and a little bit down and really hard? Because I want to tell you that here at Foundry, what we want to do is tell you what it really takes to be a developer, the real story. And so that means that you're going to have to spend 700 hours doing this. Now, that may take you 3 months, it may take you 6 months, it may take you 9 months to get there. But if you're looking for life change, that's how you do it. Now, here's the hope. It is possible to do. It's hard, but it's not impossible. It's difficult, but it's very doable. It just takes a lot of time, patience, and practice. Now, what I want you to do is give yourself that time, prepare yourself for the amount of effort it'll take, and allow yourself to struggle and fail. In other words, yeah, you're going to burn some biscuits. You're going to build some broken websites. But if you keep practicing and keep at it and put in your time and put in your work, the result will come through. Your success will come through. You'll start building better and better projects and understand more and more about software development. So I want to give you hope today. While it's hard, it's not impossible. And while it's difficult, it's something that you can do. I hope this helps. Good luck and keep coding. Hey, you want a biscuit?